I would like to welcome everyone out this evening. So we are going to go ahead and begin. So we do have a special meeting beginning before our regularly scheduled city council meeting. So we're excited to be able to, we do these on a quarterly basis. So we're excited to be able to recognize some very special people within our city, some new hires and promotions within our police department, and also a new hire within our fire department. So we've got a great crew here of the men and women that help serve and protect our community. So grateful for all of our police and fire that are here to support these individuals. So we will begin with our Caldwell Police Department. So we're going to turn the time over to Deputy Chief Sopoaga, who's coming forward. So the time is all yours.
Mr. Mayor, Council, thank you for the opportunity for letting us recognize some of our internal promotions and some of our new hires. We will go through the list. I will start with the first person, kind of read off who they are, what they've done, and then I will let them introduce their family.
Perfect.
So the first person we have is Paul Stevens. I don't know if you know him, but he's
put
been
him
here
out of
before.
my memory, but it's coming back.
So he obviously he's been with the Caldwell Police Department for about 5 years. He took a little hiatus off and decided he wanted to come back. So we are welcoming him back with open arms. He's an asset to the department. Formerly, he's been an SRO. He's been on SWAT. Right now, he's just getting back into patrol and getting back into the field of things. But we are truly grateful to have him back. So I'm going to have him come up, introduce who his support system is here for himself, and we'll go on to the next.
Perfect.
Paul.
He wanted to grow a beard for a while, but now he's got to be clean shaven again.
We can do that still, though. So, let's try. This is my wife, JC.
Hi.
She is my support system.
Pretty good.
Anything else? No. That was it?
Let Charles take a picture of you guys. One picture?
Sorry. No, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, ready?
Good job.
Okay.
Our next officer, she is a lateral officer. She has about 7 total years of law enforcement experience. She comes from the Emmett Police Department, where she was a patrol officer as well as a detective. Prior to coming to Caldwell, she worked for the Attorney General's office in the Internet Crime Against Children's Task Force. We are super lucky to have her with us. She just started, and she should be solo here on her own in patrol. So I'm going to have Heather Nicodemus come up and introduce anyone she has here to support her.
Hello. I actually don't have my family here with me today. But they couldn't get the day off, so it's just me and then my other family, law enforcement family, so.
We're all here, dude. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Let's give her a quick pic.
Okay.
Next up, we have Louis Sargent. He's been a police officer for nearly 10 years now. He's been with the Caldwell Police Department for just over 2 years. He is currently assigned as the corporal for the OSS, or the gang unit. He comes with a lot of experience. He is what I would like to call a silent warrior. He doesn't talk much, but there's a lot of action behind him. So I want him to come up, introduce himself, and who he has here as a support system.
Committee, thank you. My name's Louis Sargent. I got with me my beautiful wife and 2 children right here, Lacey, Kennedy, and Axel. And then also my folks, Debbie and Ron flew out, and then my brother came out and surprised us. So yeah, these guys keep me going. So love them to death. So. Sorry, one more thing. I forgot my in-laws. I'll never live that down.
Next up, we have Craig Gregory. He promoted to the position of a sergeant, and he's been with the Caldwell Police Department for about 8 years now. He also worked for ISP for a short time, but we won't hold that against him. Kind of like Lewis Sargent, who we previously introduced. He is also a silent warrior. He is well respected by his team, and we are lucky to have him with us. So I will have him come up, introduce himself and his support system, Sergeant Craig Gregory.
Council, thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I'm here with my wife and my parents and my newborn son. He's 2.5 months old. I'm excited to be here and see what the future holds for the Caldwell Police Department and the citizens of Caldwell. So thank you guys.
And next up, we have the senior and veteran of the group. He's been in the law enforcement arena for about 21 years now. He did 4 years prior with the Hawaii County Sheriff's Office before coming over to CPD. He is currently a SWAT team leader. He pretty much runs the Caldwell Pipes and Drums, and he is for a long time, he was with the Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force, but we are lucky to have him back. It was an easy decision to promote him. He's done a lot in his career. He's done a lot for the city and the people internally. So we are truly, truly grateful to have Aaron Streibel. He is going to be assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division as a sergeant. So I will let him come up, introduce himself and his support system.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. Thank you for this opportunity. I have my beautiful wife here with me tonight, and one of my sons, Ethan, is here. Both of my parents are here. And also 2 of my mentors, retired Lieutenant Sievers and retired Lieutenant Winfield, are both here as well, and I appreciate that.
I'm sorry, who'd you say they are?
Can't recognize them beneath the beard, right?
Mayor, Council, thanks again for the opportunity for letting us recognize our people internally. That's all we have.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you, Deputy Chief, and all you do. And congratulations to all those new hires and promotions. We're super excited to have you part of our department, part of the city. And we could just say just great things about each and every one of you. So thank you so much for your service. thank you to your families as well for being here to support you. And we know that it goes well beyond what you do here and at home. You need that support system there as well. So appreciate you all being here to show that support. We will now move to our Caldwell Fire Department. So Chief Shoup, we will turn the time over to you now.
Good evening, Mayor, members of the council. I'd like to kind of give a brief rundown on Chief Brian Ritchie. He is our new training division chief. He has over 27 years in firefighting and structural firefighting and 5 years in wildland firefighting. And he comes out of the Glendale, California area. And he spent approximately 8 years in the training division, building and running their training division, and has now graciously taken the position for Caldwell Fire to now build and develop our training division into the best it can be. So we are excited to have him on board, and we are putting him to the test, and he is off with the running and doing a fantastic job. So I'd like to have Chief Ritchie come on up and introduce his family.
Mr. Mayor, council members, thank you for the opportunity. I'll introduce my family, but just want to let you know I'm quite ecstatic to serve the citizens of Caldwell, and I'm very excited about this department. It's a great place. So, it's my wife, Christy, and my 2 sons. They didn't get the height for me, as you can tell. But my son, Aiden, and my son, Colin, and one's going in the Army soon, and other one's going to follow thereafter, but quite proud of them. So thank you for the opportunity to introduce them.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Super excited to have Brian as well. It's not often that the fire department that the sons show up the firefighter with the mustaches. So, but I got to say, your son's got some pretty impressive stashes going there. So, but yeah, super excited to have Brian. I had the chance to sit down with him the other day and visit, and just really excited to have him to be again a part of the city. So thank you to you for coming and being here, and excited for you to share your wisdom and knowledge and just to continue the great things that are happening in the fire department. I want to recognize all the firefighters that are here. We have several here as well. I'm grateful for their service and dedication to our community and helping keep us all safe. So, so that is all that we did have for these special presentations. We appreciate again the families being here, being a part of that. Really is important for us to be able to recognize these great individuals and the amazing work they do within our police and our fire departments. So that'll end this portion of this meeting. We'll be back at 6 p.m. So you're free to kind of stay and mingle and kind of visit with the families and get to know each other a little bit better. And thank you again for everyone for being here for this. And we'll be back at 6 p.m.